Alright guys, so I got this in the mail today. These are on sale for like 27 bucks. I've tried their RAM, and I actually put the RAM originally in this computer over here. And this is like a crazy like i7 computer. Um, but it's kind of like I don't really have a good place to have it. It's huge. Um, and this computer here kind of fits my needs a little bit better. Came from a Phoenix radio station. The motherboard is like slightly newer. I think it's capable of like holding up to 64 gigabytes of RAM possibly. So I put 32 in it. Same company actually, Silicon Power. I've got the covers around here somewhere. What do I do with them? Right here. So these were $15.99 or something like that each. And they say that they work for both DDR3, low voltage, and regular. So yeah, bought those. And I've used them a little while, not a lot, not many hours on them. Maybe not even an hour, I don't know. Probably a couple hours, because I've tested different versions of Linux on that computer. Obviously, the biggest deal that I've noticed on any of these computers, these older ones I play with, is swapping out a spinning hard drive with an SSD. I also think that one thing they don't really talk about is SSDs and RAM and things like that probably don't last forever. How long do they last? I don't know. But anyway, this one has the cache in it, I guess. There's like a cache area where there's like pre-RAM or something. So I bought a Patriot hard drive. I bought a Fickwoot, and I bought this. And then what was the other one? A PNY. And I've been using the PNY for a little while. That's what's in here, I think. So what we're going to do, we're going to open this up. We're going to go ahead and pull the hard drive. And I've got a different docking station, not this one. It's actually over here. And it'll just do an auto-cloning sequence if I can remember how to do it. So actually, all I need to do is just pull the hard drive. I can leave this running because I'm on a different hard drive. So what I do is when I go into my computer, I hit the delete key to get into the BIOS screen, and I just pick a different drive. So let's get to it, guys. Alright, so we're inside the computer. And this is the motherboard. There's our PNY drive. We see it floating here because we're not going to move this thing around all over hell and back. And then there's our Windows drive, so you just need to pull that out of there. And we're good to go. So the Windows drive actually is spinning. So I'm going to go ahead and just shut this off. Linux isn't going to care. But I just want to shut it off first before I pull it. Alright, we're going to boot this. You'll see how fast it boots. Power on. Unless it comes up with an error from the way I shut it down. It should boot pretty quick. It's 11:24 in about 15 seconds. Technically, it's actually about 22 seconds now. Because it didn't actually power up completely. Because it's going to probably give me a power surge warning because of the way I shut it down. But if not, in a very short amount of time, it'll just pop right up. Boom. So it's up and running. That was 11:24 in like 40-something seconds. Not a whole lot of time to boot up. Certainly not as bad as like the 2 minutes that it takes for the Windows drive to boot up. So let's get this other stuff over here. And then I might have to pull the manual out to remember how to use this thing. There's a sequence of buttons that you got to push on this thing. So the way this works is your donor drive goes in B. Your copy drive that you're copying goes in here. And you can buy these different ones on eBay and Amazon and all sorts of places. Now, some of the older ones might not work with certain drives. Just because the speeds or something. And the deal is, this is a 500. I'm pretty sure it's a 500. Let's look and see how old this drive is really quick. Pull it up here. Okay. 2013. And it still works. So that's pretty good when you really think about it. But so it's 500 gigabytes. And our destination drive is 512. Sometimes these numbers can be different. They might be full of crap. There's a little bit of swell to this. You notice. Anyway. Let's get this thing in here. Plugs in nice and firm. So if I remember correctly, we just turn the switch on. It powers on. Okay. We hold that down, and it's supposed to start to flash or something. But it's not doing anything. That's the same problem I had before. If you hold it for a couple seconds, and you quickly push it again, and then it starts to do that, which means it is copying now. So yeah, hold it for a couple seconds so that comes on, let go, then push it again real fast. So it's going to sit here and do this. It's probably going to take quite a while. So that's okay. It's much easier to do this than it is to go and do a full clean install all over again and then have the thing download God knows how many updates. So basically we just sit back and use Linux while this thing does its thing, and hopefully Windows can be as snappy as Linux, at least on the boot up. I don't expect it to ever be as fast as Linux is for a lot of other things, but unfortunately, with a lot of the ham radio stuff that I do, programming radios and things like that, you just cannot do it from Linux. It's just not happening. Microsoft really, really has a monopoly on the market for a lot of things. So anyway, I'll make another video for you guys when I get this done and successful, because, hey, it might not work. There's times where you can sit here for an hour cloning a hard drive and it doesn't work. So you just never know. But this is a great alternative if you just really don't want to redo everything and you're not in a hurry. It can take a long time on some of these drives because these drives are slow. So anyway, thank you guys for watching.